I have another massive parcel from Japan filled with loads of epic retro tech. Let's open this thing up and see what's inside. The parcel is so big, but I have an ultra-wide lens that just about gets it all in frame. I just wanted to show you how well this has all been packaged. I mean, just look at the attention to detail on the packaging here. Look at this, it's a beautiful Game Boy. In fact, we'll quickly open this one just because I'm so excited about this. This is a white Play It Loud DMG Game Boy, and this one is in such good condition, and they are so hard to find this clean, and that is just astonishing. It has actually got a slight defect on the screen there, a little bit of damage there from the age of it, but yeah, that is in such good condition. I'm so pleased with that. Now, in this box is several of these clamshell MacBooks. Now, I actually have a really cool upcoming project where I'm going to be needing all of these MacBooks. Just look at how cool these things are. Let's open it up, however you do that. Oh, whoa, look at that. Whoa, there is so much damage on the screen. Look at the state of that. But the rest of it actually doesn't look too bad. A little bit dirty and stuff, but yeah, that is just fantastic. The fact that that was an actual product that was released once is just so cool to me. It's a shame we've left the world of cool, fun designs. Everything now has to be like aluminium or titanium. Now, in true Sendico fashion, they have packaged everything absolutely astonishingly well. I think this one came in a sort of a job lot of 2, but look at how beautiful that is as well. This is actually a metal top piece here. This is cool. And then they've got that colourful Apple logo right there, which is just absolutely beautiful. I bought this massive job lot of consoles, which comes with so many of them, and you will not believe the price I paid for this. I'm gonna have to save all of these for a dedicated video on the main channel because the price I paid is insane, and I want to see what works immediately and then what I can fix and see how much money I can make on all of them. So I'm not gonna spoil that just yet, but wait for this next item. So this is one of the most desirable Game Boys that money can buy, and I picked this up for an absolute steal. This right here is the Lions Game Boy Pocket, which is a Japanese baseball team, I believe, and this was in really good condition. And it came with the bag. Now, the bag was something that came with every single one of these Game Boy Pockets, but I didn't actually have it, so I'm really, really glad to have that now. Look at how cool that is. And then this is the actual unit itself. Let's take a little look and see what the condition is like. And oh my goodness, that is brand new. That has never been played. Look at the lack of scratches on the cartridge slot. That is absolutely gorgeous. Is there any battery leakage? No. Pristine condition and a completely unscratched screen as well. That is an absolute holy grail. What a beautiful piece of history. Now, this next thing is something that really excites me. This is actually a fully kitted out modded Game Boy using mods from the era that the Game Boy was actually released. So this isn't modern day modifications that you can do like IPS screens and rechargeable lithium batteries. This thing has a rechargeable battery that was sold by Nintendo for the Game Boy Advance, and it's sort of integrated into the battery cover, which is just so cool. And on the front, this fancy looking screen thing is a front light for the Game Boy Advance. This was made by GameTech. It's called the Stick-On Light, and I have been after one of these for such a long time. Let's shove these batteries in. It's also included, oh, it's turned on. They've also included a game as well, which I've never actually seen before. But it has Sonic Team written on it. I have no idea what that game is. Have any of you ever seen that before? But what we're going to do is turn off all the lights and see if this front light still works. Well, the answer is barely. But if I switch it on and off, you can see it's making a very, very faint difference. I have no idea if this is as bad as it actually was when it was new. But yeah, that looks absolutely shocking. And I've got the ISO cranked up to 4,000 on my camera. Without that, it's impossible to see, and I have to have manual focus on because the camera just cannot even focus on it because it's still so dim. But yeah, I mean, well, that's a bit of a disappointment. I think I'm going to have to fix this. I don't think it works properly. There's also supposed to be what looks like a speaker built in as well because there's a volume wheel on the side. Maybe it just needs a good old refurbish. But yeah, there we have it. The stick-on front light. So far, absolutely awful. Now the next thing we have is this little box. Let's open it up and see what it is. This was actually something I saw which I've never seen before on a Game Boy Advance SP. This is a metallic pink Game Boy Advance SP in the box, which is really nice to see. But something has happened to it. Let's take a quick look here. Look at what has happened to the top of the Game Boy. All of the sort of metallic paint has come off. I have never seen that happen before. I don't know if I kind of like it or if I want to like fix it. It might get worse. I have no idea if that's going to come off more. But anyway, it's a Game Boy Advance SP. It works absolutely fine. It just has a really unique defect on the top of it. But that won't be from the factory. That'll be from some sort of like spillage or like acid leak. I don't know. Who knows? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. But I kind of like it. The next thing is another MacBook G3. Let's have a look at the condition of this one. Oh, yes. That one. Oh. Oh, no. That was such a U-turn. What has happened to the inside of that? What does the inside look like, though? That is the important question. Pretty good. Wow, actually really good. That is astonishingly clean inside, given how old this thing is. Is there any power in this one? No, there is not. But there we have it, another G3 MacBook. I cannot wait to show you what all of these are for. We have one more thing in the box. And yes, it's another MacBook. But this one is boxed, which is just insane. And the box looks to be in really, really good condition. So I'm very excited to take a look at this. Oh, wait. Sendico have put a bunch of things that I also ordered inside this box. So the first thing in the box is a box. Let's open the packaging up. Here we have it. Another incredibly well-wrapped thing by the Sendico team. Let's pull this out and see what it is. This right here is the Case Boy, an officially licensed case that was made by Konami. I have never seen one boxed, especially not in a box that is this good condition. What an absolutely gorgeous piece of retro history. There's actually another thing here as well, and this is another case, but this is a case for the Game Boy Pocket. Now, I have seen these for years, and I have never managed to get one. This right here is a small case for the Game Boy Pocket. The Game Boy sits in there. You've got a little slot here for possibly a link cable or some batteries, and then the games go up here. And then there's another small little case here as well. In fact, that might be for the batteries. That might be for a link cable. But how cool is this little thing? And it's like the size of a VHS tape. I just think that that is such a cool little box. Right, what else have we got in here? Oh my goodness me. Okay, this makes sense. So that black MacBook from earlier, the second one that was a little bit weird and not so funky, this is the box for that. But in here is an orange G3. So for this project, I need one that's in really, really good condition. And hopefully this is gonna be the one. Now these things aren't cheap, but I really needed to get one in very, very good condition. So I think I paid quite a lot of money for this, but it seems to be pretty much immaculate. There is some small cracks in the handle, which is a little bit of a shame. That is a little bit of a shame. Let's have a look at the back. The back doesn't look too bad at all. Let's open it up and see what the inside looks like. Boom. Not bad, but there is a crack there. Can you see that crack there on the front top piece? I think I've got enough stuff out of all of these MacBooks to build one that's going to be perfect for this project. Right, the last few items. This one right here is a grey Game Boy Pocket DMG style. These were only released in Japan, exclusive to Japan. Now the box is not too bad. There is a little tear in it on the corner here. Let's take a look at the Game Boy. Okay, so it's got all of the manuals, which is lovely. And there's the Game Boy itself. It's missing the plastic bag for it. That's not in too bad condition at all. That is not in too bad condition. It has got a burnt screen, but we've seen that a million times before. I'm pretty happy with that. It's missing the manual, which is a shame, but these sort of Game Boys make a great gift for my friends. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Now this next one is a proper weird one. This is a Game Boy game that came with a t-shirt. This is the Sakura Wars Game Boy game, which they also made a custom Game Boy for, which I actually saw in Japan. And this comes with the game and a t-shirt. What a random thing. But there we have it. The Sakura Wars Game Boy game with a t-shirt. What size is the t-shirt? And did they sell different size t-shirts for all the different ones? I mean, I have no idea. But a Game Boy game which came with a t-shirt in this enormous packaging. Final couple of things in the box. This is a very adorable little lanyard which has a tiny little Game Boy on it, and it says Game Boy Color. I saw that and I just had to pick it up. What a beautiful little thing. And then finally, last but not least, a Game Boy. But what is this? Oh, it's a Game Boy Light. I completely forgot I bought that. Oh, it's a Game Boy Light with Pokemon Green, which was a Japanese exclusive version of Pokemon. And here's the Game Boy Light. Oh, it has batteries in it. Oh. Well, not only are the batteries okay, but the Game Boy actually works, as does the backlight, which is a nice thing to see. So there we have it, Game Boy Light. I hope you've enjoyed this video. What a crazy amount of stuff. If you did like the video, please leave a like and let me know what your favorite item was in the comments section down below. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.